Am I down in the tube station at midnight? No, I'm not. It's 10:55 a.m. and Earl's Court Station is in a big cutting, which I'm just about to use this staircase to escape from. And this is a very unusual piece of the London Underground, because it's a bit of the district line that just goes off by itself between Earl's Court Station and High Street Kensington, on the very weird bit of the line which plies between Wimbledon and Edgware Road.
No, not that one! I'm in. It's alright.
I'm going to take quite a direct route today, just straight up Earl's Court Road, hang a right, and then cross from Cromwell Road and up Marlowe's Road, and do a bit of jiggery-pokery to reach High Street Kensington Station. As we mosey on up Earl's Court Road, Southwest 5, let's put a caption up. There, that's better. It's unbelievable that this was the site of the manor house of the area, and all that was here was the manor house and the farm, and the farm was called Earl's Court Farm, and that gave its name to Earl's Court Station, which gave its name to the area. Want to see what the farm looked like? It looked like this. And that was just to the left, right about here. Here is the modern Google map of the area, and I'm going to mark out in a garish purple colour the route of Kenway Road, which was in the 1830s or 1829 a road called North Row and another road called Earl's Court Terrace. Keep your eye on the purple and we'll merge in the 1829 map. Earl's Court is just a series of rural pathways, and at the top of the purple line, or where the purple line was, we have the pathway which became Cromwell Road, and opposite the top of Kenway Road is the pathway which will become Marlowe's Road, and we'll reach both of those roads quite soon. For every North Row, we probably need a South Row, and indeed an alleyway called Hogarth Place was South Row, and let's look at that temporarily. I realise you have a choice on these walks, and if you don't want to hear me talking and you don't want to see any of their maps, you can enjoy the whole of the walk on my other channel, TFL Trips, and I've linked through to the Earl's Court to High Street Kensington video on TFL Trips, just the walk, not the talk, in the video description.
think I'm hoping I need to speak to Jace as well because he has meant to have submitted the NWLI.
Whilst August 2024, which was the time of this walk, well, it wasn't one of the hottest London summers, but already in August we can see leaf litter on the ground. And this is because of London's horse chestnut trees, which are heavily infested with the leaf miner moth. This causes the leaves of the horse chestnut to brown and drop by August almost every year. But as London summers grow warmer, the city faces challenges it was never built for. Much of London's housing stock dates from the Victorian era, and it was designed to keep heat in, not out, meaning brick terraces and mansion blocks can trap warmth for days, even after a heatwave breaks. The London Underground, especially the deep tube lines, regularly hits temperatures that would be illegal in a workplace, and there's no easy way to install air conditioning in these century-old tunnels. The city's vast expanses of concrete and asphalt create an urban heat island effect, where London can run several degrees warmer than the surrounding countryside. Green spaces help, but well, they're unevenly distributed, leaving some boroughs with far less natural cooling than others. And the capital's ageing infrastructure, from water mains to rail tracks, simply wasn't engineered for the sustained extreme heat we're getting recently. I feel like I've just done a TED talk. Do you remember them? We're continuing up Marlowe's Road towards Kensington, but a long way back along this road, long before I started my global warming lecture, moved from SW5, Earl's Court, to W8, Kensington. No real particular reason to point the camera along Scarsdale Villas there, but this road and the next one, Abingdon Villas, are just quite lovely to walk along if you ever get the chance. Just showing you, here's what you could have won by pointing the camera along them. But anyway, we continue. The architecture here is getting quite a bit distinctive, I think. This quite lovely red look. And this is Abingdon Villas, as just mentioned, coming up on the left. No camera pointing though this time.
if
Code
it's always...
31
Oh
in
wow,
Poland.
and if it's just family all the time, it's too much.
I did Google this green structure up ahead. It does resemble a cabman shelter, but it ain't. It's actually a flower shop that looks like a cabman shelter. And that, dear viewer, it's hard to get yourself nearly run over by somebody with personalised number plates. Just poke out from behind a car. When I'm holding a video camera doing these walks, sometimes I'm a bit inattentive, and that nearly got me run over. Anyhow, we're in Kensington High Street, and the station here is called High Street Kensington, and I don't know why. But we've arrived at our destination, and I'll see you on the next walk.